going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody to our next movie review. This time, guys, we've gone from hockey, we've gone to baseball. It's right around this corner, guys. We're going to football. One of the greatest football movies of all time, The Waterboy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, gotta get some high quality H2O in there. Love it.
Reviewing this movie, guys. How much fun have you guys seen it before then? And how much fun was it to kind of relive the whole thing all over again?
Oh, man, this was a movie that I probably watched for the first time a lot younger than you probably should be when you watch it for the first time. I've seen it 1,000 times. Yeah. It was always great to go back and watch. It's one of those that if I see on TV now and then, you click on it and throw it on.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm kind of the other way around. I had never seen The Waterboy.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Which I had first time I knew it was a movie. I knew, Adam had played in it, Adam Sandler, whatever. I'd seen the cover. I knew it was a movie, seen scenes of it, but I've never actually watched it from beginning to end. And man, I laughed. It was good. It was good. I don't think it can beat Remember the Titans, but it's up there.
I don't think it's supposed to beat
right. But that Remember the Titans is
yeah.
That and We Are Marshall is where it's at.
Yeah.
As far as football movies.
I watched this in the theater the week it came out with my dad. I laughed just as hard. I couldn't laugh as hard as I did back then because my kids were asleep when I was watching it last night, but it was just so much fun, just like reliving and re-saying all the same scenes and so many quotable lines in this movie. It's unreal how much fun it was to go back and watch this thing.
And another thing that I maybe didn't realize as much as a kid growing up watching the movie has a great soundtrack.
It does. I was actually going to bring that up. When you look at the soundtrack that was in it, you've got Born on the Bayou, which is perfect for any Louisiana movie. You got The Doors, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Lenny Kravitz, his song in here is great. John Mellencamp, Joe Walsh, Rush.
This is classic.
Allman Brothers.
Yeah, you got everything.
Just is a great soundtrack, and every song hit just right.
Well, and then you had The Devil Went Down to Georgia was like the scene transition song as well. Yeah. So you had everything.
Yeah, it was perfect. Well, guys, this film is directed by Frank Coraci. I hope I'm saying that right. This is just the third film that he ever directed. Murdered Innocent's first. The Wedding Singer, which I love. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. The Wedding Singer is incredible. And that was the same year as The Waterboy. After that, a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Zookeeper, Click, Ridiculous Six, Blended, Hot Air, all Adam Sandler movies. Did a little bit of television, and he's done some acting basically in Adam Sandler movies.
What was it, the late 90s?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, 98.
98, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and looking at some of the Adam Sandler movies he did, these are some of the more popular ones. The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, Click's a great one, and I even really liked Blended.
Yeah, it was an incredible. I'm trying to find
one thing I was watching. I'll just go in real quick as y'all. This dude could tackle, man.
Oh man,
I was like, he come across and jumped over that line, that one scene. Jumped over the offensive line and tackled that quarterback. I'm like, where'd this come from? From his Waterboy?
Well, we're gonna get into it. The writer of this was Tim Herlihy. Basically, he wrote for Saturday Night Live when Sandler was on the cast, and everything he's done since then, all Adam Sandler movies, and he's even acted in all Adam Sandler movies, produced all Adam Sandler things, and executive producer in all Adam Sandler things.
Every single one of them.
He's basically Adam Sandler's best friend, and that's basically what that is. We're going to see a lot of that in this, guys. This movie was made on a $23 million budget. It earned $190.2 million, including debuting at number one, opening weekend $39.4 million. When you look at the top grossing films of 1998, it finished sixth. in front of The Truman Show, 12, Rush Hour, and Dr. Dolittle. The only movies that beat it out.
Saving Private Ryan was that year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Bug's Life was 5th. Something About Mary.
Yeah,
Incredible
that's
movie.
a great one.
Deep Impact. Saving Private Ryan was 2. Armageddon was
Armageddon.
number 1.
Bruce Willis. That's a great movie.
That year. So we're going to get into the inspiration that you were talking about there, Kay. The inspiration somewhat came from one of Adam Sandler's characters on Saturday Night Live. And he talked like the canteen boy. So then that's kind of the canteen boy. It's, go back and watch it if you don't know what I'm talking about. But that's where kind of his vernacular came from. Writer Tim Hurley, he said the story was intended to invert the formula of his previous films where Sandler was an extreme character surrounded by regular people. With Happy Gilmore, it was a straight world where he was the disruptive element in. The pressure was all on Adam to be funny as Happy, whereas this was like a funhouse, crazy version of Southern College Football. Milieu, I think I'm saying that right. It was the first movie where things were funny when Adam wasn't on screen. The pressure wasn't even on him. Well put. They certainly got that right. So that's where that inspiration somewhat came from.
Yeah.
Now, they just said that the movie, despite being based out of Louisiana, mostly filmed in Central Florida in the Orlando area, as well as Claremont, Daytona Beach, DeLand, and Lakeland. The Mud Dogs' home games are filmed at Spec Martin Stadium in DeLand, home of the local high school's football team, as well as the Stetson Hatters in the Pioneer League. And what is the big thing about the Pioneer League, Mike?
You've told me before. I would say I know this.
It's Division I college football's FCS. It's the only conference that does not allow scholarships.
Yep. That's what it is.
So it
No
is
scholarship.
And it's literally from California to Florida. This league is. The classrooms and the gym where Bobby takes his GED are part of Stetson University. The student union building is where Bobby told his mother he had been hospitalized. The scenes involving Mama's cabin were shot in Lake Louisa in Claremont. Coach Klein's office was a stage built inside of the Florida Armory National Guard in DeLand. The initial exterior shot of the University of Louisiana was Jacksonville Stadium. The interior of the stadium was actually Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Camping World Stadium was also the filming location for the cinematic Berman Bowl game, while the flyover shot at the beginning of the game is from South Carolina, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Oh, Willie B.
Yeah, so
A really diverse selection of stadiums we got there.
and
Put some pieces together to make that.
And the classroom scenes were shot where Colonel Sanders got speared was shot at Florida Southern College. So let's get into some of the actor. Well, first let's get into the Rotten Tomato scores. What do you guys think this film earned on Rotten Tomatoes? From the critics, I should say first. From
critic
the critics
side, I'm gonna guess probably. I'd say rewatching it, and I don't mean this in a negative way towards the movie at all. It's a lot dumber than I thought. Than I remember. So I'm gonna go. Let's go an even 30.
What do you say, Kate?
No. 35.
This literally was right in the middle. 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. Before I get into the audience score, Roger Ebert gave it 1 star. Let me give you some of his review on RogerEbert.com. I believe in giving every movie the benefit of a doubt. I walked into the Waterboy, sat down, took a sip of my delicious medium roast coffee, and felt at peace with the world. How nice would it be, I thought, to give Adam Sandler a good review for a change. Goodwill and caffeine sufficed my being as the lights went down and I all but beamed at the screen. Then Adam Sandler spoke, and all was lost. His character's voice is made of lisp and whine, a nasal grating, and an accent that nobody in Louisiana actually has. Although the movies pretend that they do, his character is a 31-year-old man who soon after the film opens is fired as a water boy of a championship football team. Then he talks himself into a team of losers led by the insecure Coach Klein, played by Henry Winkler. Let's see, Winkler is a luckless Coach Klein. So that's as far as the article goes. So he gave it 1 star. But what do you guys think the audience score was on Rotten Tomatoes?
I would go more on the positive side of things, probably like an 80, maybe 85 top out.
Out of 5 stars, is that what?
No, just percentage.
Percentage, yeah.
Because on Rotten Tomatoes, it's either a tomato or it's rotten.
Right, yeah.
I would say I'd sit somewhere around the 80 for For
I'm
the,
gonna
the,
go 88.
the audience reception.
71%.
Okay.
It went 71%. Let's get into some of the actors. Of course, Adam Sandler is in this movie. Of course, well known for what he did in SNL, even though he wasn't really the star of it at that time. But he was mainly a comedian, had very successful albums that he released. And then I'm trying to get down to, well, it doesn't show his filmography here, but he does before The Waterboy. I'm trying to find all this. He does Billy Madison, which was incredible, followed by he was Bulletproof, Happy Gilmore, and he did The Wedding Singer the same year he did The Waterboy.
Man.
Yeah, which is...
I mean, he really hit the ground running on
and
his career.
Then he had two really kind of critically acclaimed ones with Big Daddy was a big one. I
Little
love
Nicky.
Big Daddy. Mr. Deeds. I love 50 First Dates. I love The Longest Yard. And then, of course, I love the Grown Ups movies, anything after that. So, Adam Sandler's well known. Probably the more critically acclaimed best one is Kathy Bates, who, by the way, born in Memphis, Tennessee. She made her first film, and I'm trying to scroll all the way down. Again, it's not... Wikipedia's let me down here a little bit. She went to school at SMU. Stage actress, has been on so many, well-known movies, has won a lot of awards.
Oh, she was in the
this.
Titanic.
Yes, she was in the Titanic, and again, it's Fried Green Tomatoes
Great movie.
is the big one. Again, she's been in so many.
The Blind Side.
The
She's in
Blind
another
Side.
football movie, yeah.
Yeah, Primary Colors, a well-known one. I mean, she's won so many awards. It's just she's acted with basically everyone you can think of. She's the biggest name in here. Then Henry Winkler, Coach
Fonz.
Klein, better known as the Fonz from Happy Days. He's also worked with Adam Sandler a lot on top of that as well. So he's been with Adam Sandler, and he helped with the Hanukkah song. He's been on the Waterboy, Click, Little Nicky, You Don't Mess with Zohan, and Sandy Wexler. He's also done a lot of work with John Ritter he was helped with Three's Company, Smoky Mountain Christmas. He helped with Dolly Parton, Right Around the Road. So just again, mainly known for what he did as the Fonz, but he's also well known to us as Mr. Coach Klein.
Yeah.
Takes us to Vicky Valancourt, Fairuza Balk, mainly known as a horror movie. Her first film was in 1985. Last one was made in 2023. Again, she's been in The Craft. There's a lot of movies with hell in it. American History X. I love American History X. Mainly
Almost
a horror.
Famous.
Yeah, Almost Famous.
good one.
That's also a really good one. But outside of Almost Famous and The Waterboy, mainly a horror movie actress throughout all of it. So did some TV there as well. That takes us to Jerry Reed, who played the other coach in The Waterboy. And guys, he is a CMA award-winning artist.
Oh yeah, I love some Jerry Reed. It's my favorite song growing up was the Eastbound and Down from Smokey and the Bandits.
Yes.
I've loved Jerry Reed my whole life.
He did Eastbound and Down,
Wow.
which I did not know about that before he came into this. He won.
I wonder what all he wrote. I mean, if that's
lot.
his,
Oh, I mean,
yeah, I know he
like,
surely he
going
did, but
through his discography. He's a
Blew your
very
mind.
well-known kind of Southern rock country artist. Won this 1970-71 CMA Instrumentalist of the Year. Grammy Awards. He won the Grammys in 71, 72, and 93. Best Country Instrumental Performance, Best Country Vocal Performance, Best Country Instrumental Performance in 93. Movie-wise, he did the first Scooby-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo movies in 1972. Did Smokey and the Bandit, both Smokey and the Bandits, Concrete Cowboys, actually all three Smokey and the Bandits, my apologies. And the last movie he ever does is The Waterboy.
The Waterboy.
It was his last acting. He didn't do any TV, anything.
nothing in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1998 was the last one he did. Now we're going to get into a little bit of controversy. Peter Dante, who played Guy Grimoire, basically when you look at his entire filmography, The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Lil Nicky, Mr. DET is in every, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Grandma's Boy, 51st Dates. He always plays some just crazy out there guy. But his last Sandler movie was in 2013. He did Grown Ups 2. That's where the controversy comes after the release of Grown Ups 2. Dante got kicked out of a hotel after calling a staffer the M word who didn't recognize him as an actor due to the incident. He has not appeared in any Happy Madison films since, and his last acting gig came in 2019 in a television TV show.
Yeah,
He has not been heard from.
That's rough. And I would say I
Tough
know
way
that
to
he was
go
kind
out.
of the guy
Yeah.
that if he wasn't in, he'd at least have a little cameo in every Adam Sandler movie. And I kind of realized that after Grown Ups 2, that was kind of where his days came to an end. And I don't remember that whole allegation coming down, but kind of surprising.
So was it a joke?
No, he was drunk.
Okay.
He was drunk.
Oh, he was,
Yeah,
he was drunk. Okay,
And he
I
had
thought
another drunk driving incident in 2020. Takes us to the kicker and Adam's best friend, or Bobby's best friend, I should say, Lawrence Gilliard Jr., mainly known as a dramatic actor, and did Money Train. Looking through at some of the other ones, The Waterboy is really kind of the only real comedy he ever did. He was in He did Gangs of New York. Did some, some other acting here and there, but really the
23, Big George Foreman. That's a good movie.
Yeah, he
a
was
real
in
good
that. So did a lot of TV acting again, mainly known as a dramatic actor. His only really kind of comedy movie was this movie. That takes us to Blaine Clark, Farmer Fran. He's skilled. Farmer Fran. He started his acting career in 1985. He did at St. Elmo's Fire. I do remember him as the coach from the Ladybugs. He's kind of done a lot of kids movies. He's done a lot of horror movies as well. On top of that, I loved him in Joe. He actually reprised Farmer Fran and Joe Dirt in 2000. He's been in some other. He was the father in 51st Dates.
He was the man across the fence on Home Improvement.
Yes, he was. He was that. But and he's also in all the Grown Ups movies. But do you know what his most famous movie that he's known for is? This is going to shock you.
Did you say Toy Story?
I was about to.
Okay.
He is the voice of Slinky Dog in Toy Story.
Wow.
Yes, he is. So Jonathan Logram is the cross-eyed linebacker, and you look at his discography. He basically plays a crazy cross-eyed drunk guy
in every movie.
In just about every movie. Mainly, again, Adam Sandler movies. But hey, Adam loves his people, and then you got Clint Howard. This Wikipedia page is not helping him. He is the brother of famous director Ron Howard. He's actually done a lot of Ron Howard movies, just kind of little roles. He started off his career in the Andy Griffith Show, and then when you look at his, he's just got a bunch of just little roles here and there. I mean, everything from comedies to drama to action movies, just a little bit of everything, just little roles here and there. He plays one of the drunk Cajun guys. You got Alan Covert, again, played another one of the drunk crazy guys there as well. Well, you got Kevin Farley, who played the WC, that's Chris Farley's brother, Rob Schneider. You can do it. We can get on down the line, but let's get into all the football names in this one. You got Paul White, Captain Insano, better known as a WCW WWE champion. The Big Show was in that. But you got Dan Fouts, Brent Musburger, Lynn Swan, Chris Fowler, Lee Corso, Dan Patrick. By the way, this was the first Adam Sandler movie that Dan Patrick ever did. He's been in every Adam Sandler movie since, some little role here and there. Lawrence Taylor, Bill Cower, and Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know what spawned the relationship between Dan Patrick and Adam Sandler, but like knowing him as a sports guy and then seeing him pop up in an Adam Sandler movie, because he's in, I would say, like you say, a lot of them. It's just kind of out there, but really, really funny. I love it.
Yeah, he's just great. Well, guys, that's our pregame warm-up. Let's now get into the MV scenes. Right off the get-go, we're coming out swinging. We are in the stadium. They're having practice. I love right off the get-go, this guy looks like he's running so fast down the field, and then the coach just goes, cut him. I'm not actually going to say what he really said, but he just goes, cut him. So he does cut him. And then later, Bobby walks out. The 31-year-old water boy sips it. Man, that's some high quality H2O. Gets drilled by the football. And then all hell breaks loose from there. He gets picked on by the team. You look like you need a shower, Stinky. And, don't touch the water. I'd rather just rough me up or something. Then eventually he gets fired. And that's our opening scene. That's our introduction to Bobby Boucher.
I mean, it's perfect. A perfect introduction. It kind of sets up. I mean, that's a perfect introduction. It sets up the entire movie.
Yeah, and for him, and how he acts throughout, like you just said, throughout the rest of the movie. I mean, it kind of shows you, all right, how this movie's going to be, how he's going to act. I'm watching some clips here. It was funny. This is on in the movie, and when Bobby gets the ball and he picks up the ball and throws it to the other team.
62.
He tosses to the other team, and then they're like, no, and he runs it back. But
after that, Bobby rides his lawnmower, and that's when we get our introduction to Mama. And she's just butchering this giant steroided looking catfish, and that's when we really understand.
She seemed pretty overprotective as a mama.
Yeah,
of course, I'm not a mama, and I never know the heart of a mama towards their kids. I'll never have that.
Yeah.
But still, just
she's definitely a little overbearing.
She's a little over the top.
She's a lot.
There you go. She's a lot.
She's a lot. Then you find out, Mama, that Vicky Valancourt, she's the devil. We hear the devil a lot in this movie. And that's when Bobby's up. Bobby's up in his bed. He's listening to Captain Insano talk about he's going to open up a can of whoop egg. And then Bobby calls in, and we find out he's Mr. B from Jackson's Bayou. That's when we find out where Bobby is. And maybe you haven't experienced Waterboy. That's cute, kid. How old are you? 11, 12? I'm 31 years old. Captain Insano laughs. Poor. Again, it's Paul White, which, by the way, it's not spelled W-H-I-T-E. It's W-I-G-H-T. That's how he pronounces White. Then after that, Bobby drives to the next school, which is South Central Louisiana State University, SCLSU, the Mud Dogs. Love that mascot. He meets Coach Klein. He's watching film of a fumble or a pick six. The guy's evading tacklers. He even drops the ball and has enough time to pick it up and go in for the touchdown. Then he's like, sorry, man, I can't hire you. We have the lowest budget, because Bobby looks at Hal, what he's been serving. You actually serve that to your place? No. I'll do it for free.
I would say just a great introduction to Coach Klein. You can see that he's struggling, and maybe a water boy could help pick him back up.
Yeah, and then that takes us to our first practice. Bobby's like putting the water on a sterno to try to kill out all the bacteria. The cheerleaders are hammered. They're drinking Jack Daniels there on the sidelines. Then we get our first introduction to Farmer.
Best character in the game. Okay. There has to be some sort of, he knew of Ed Ogeron or something like that, because obviously I don't know where Coach O was in 1998, but that's got to be the inspiration for his character. I mean, it is. There's a lot of
Coach Ogeron comparisons after that, but then the quarterback Greenwald is picking on Bobby. And, I'm a water boy. I got a wooden spoon, dang. And then, stop making fun of me. And we get our first water boy spear.
I'm talking about.
He crushes him.
Straight through him.
Yeah.
That's the one that opened my eyes. I'm just sitting there and kind of tired last night. Wham.
That wakes you up.
That takes us to the dinner with Mama. Coach Klein's trying to convince Mama to let foosball. No, I know. I love how she calls it.
No son of mine's ever gonna play foosball.
Yeah. I love how they have that giant snake, which is by the way, before we realize there's an epidemic of pythons, because people released them as pets and they procreated and did all that. And she goes, what part of the snake we're about to eat? Well, snake don't have pots, but if I were to guess, I would say it's his knee.
It's the knee.
She cooked the thing whole.
Yeah.
We're
I don't know
gonna
what
eat
you
its
would have to
meat."
cook that thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. You never know about those Cajuns. And she goes, when your mama leaves, he goes, Coach Klein goes, sometimes, my mama didn't want me to get a picture of tattoo of Roy Orbison, but what mom doesn't know doesn't hurt her. Pulls his pants down. There's Roy Orbison right on his right butt cheek. And then that takes us to Bobby's first practice as a player. Of course, he's coming out, doesn't know football.
The one
bar. Well, he has to take it from the kicker.
That's right.
Because they don't have enough.
One bar.
They don't have enough helmets. And he's like, Bobby doesn't know anything. Like, he's going to run the option. What's the option? It's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, like Bobby. Clearly, Bobby doesn't know football. He's too busy with the water part of it, the focus on the football part of it. Then he goes, what do you? I like wrestling. Okay, who's your favorite wrestler? Captain Insane. Okay, do what Captain Insane does. Boom.
pokes in the
pokes
eye.
him in the eye. Captain Insano shows no mercy. So I love that. I love that part of it. And then and he goes, just visualize an attack, and then he spears a poor guy. Then that takes us to, he becomes a college student, takes us to his first class. A lot of good stuff here. Alligators are ornery because of their medulla oblongata. But my mama said medulla oblongata.
Well, I got one of my, something about he said something, or the mama said, I think. No, Bobby said something about.
Mama said the alligators are ornery because they got all those teeth.
All them teeth, no toothbrush.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's just such a good, did anyone know where happiness comes from? And then Colonel Sanders is like, what does Mama got to say now? Happiness a rays of sunshine. They come down when you're feeling blue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mama's wrong again. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right. Then he goes to Lee because he's so upset. Something's wrong with his medulla oblongata. Then he spears him. So it's okay, fellas. Coach Klein said I could. That takes us to our first game against a made-up school of Western Mississippi. We get, of course, see how bad they are, especially offensively. Interception on the first play, but Bobby goes off, breaks the NCAA record, 16 sacks in one game. He is, he's the team's water boy, but however, Kate alluded to it. He gets the interception late in the game, and it looks like they're going to break their 40-game losing skid because,
hands it to 62.
Yeah, because 62 goes, I'm going to be having fun with your mama tonight. 62, where's 62? There you go. And then boom, 62 goes off, scores a touchdown. Bobby drop kicks him.
Yeah, after
he's in the end zone, and that ends up costing the game. But right after that is we get our introduction to Vicky Valancourt, who just got out of jail. Just Bobby's lawnmower that takes us into the barbecue where she's just grilling baby gators.
Yeah,
there,
just throw them in there,
and then that leads to Mama. And
pretty Louisiana.
Yeah, very Louisiana. I don't. What do you think if Bobby were to play football? Well, I don't want Bobby to play no foosball, and I don't think much of you. Yeah. Bobby, stay away from that woman. Of course,
because little girls are the devil.
Yeah.
Everything's the devil.
Have you seen his bed sheets? He's got, his feet stink. He's got to wear 2 pairs of socks.
He was trying to keep. She was trying to keep her from.
No. What if I were to tell you he still sleeps in PJs of Deputy Dog? Well, I happen to find Deputy Dog very, very sexy. I'm dying laughing on the couch. I love at the end where Bobby leaves and everyone leaves, and she just eats the head off the baby gator. Oh, so that takes us to our second game. Again, it's down the wire. It's 3-3. Central Kentucky, again, a school that does not exist, is on their 4th quarterback. Bobby chases him down all the way to the end zone, spears him, safety, and it's the Mud Dogs' first win in 40 games.
Yeah, that entire scene is just hilarious. The quarterback's like, "Please don't hurt me.
Please don't hurt me." He goes, "Oh, I love you. I'm sorry, Mama. I love you. I love you too." He just knocks him out. So that takes us to the party afterwards, where he brings the Louisiana frog cakes, and he tries to start flirting with those girls. Like, Bobby, have you ever been with another woman? Well, I was with my mama and Coach Klein last night. Like, he clearly just does not understand the whole thing. And then right after that, I love it because it goes to Dan Patrick, and he makes his Sandler when he's actually just doing Sports Center stuff. And it takes us to the win streak montage where we actually get the names of real football teams, Clemson and Louisville. If you guys notice the scores, 3-0, 5-3.
Yep. That's some Iowa football.
Yeah.
That's baseball scores.
Yeah, that is baseball scores. And then that, he's doing all this crazy stuff. Takes us to the Lawrence Taylor camp. Bobby explains his tactics. Well, the quarterback sometimes starts with the football, or sometimes he hands it off to someone else, and then I go tackle that guy.
Very simplified.
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta love Lawrence Taylor.
Then Vicky's out there waiting for him. She's like, "Oh, I'm just out there thinking about stealing LT's Porsche over there." And then, Bobby's like, "Hey, what Mama don't know, don't hurt her." So they go up to the room. Bobby sees his first pair of boobs.
Mm-hmm.
He gets his first kiss. That was my first time with the lips and the tongue, and that was your tongue. And then he gets freaked out. He almost gets to second base. He gets freaked out, and Vicky's like, "I don't even know if you're a man." That takes us to our third team that actually exists, University of Iowa, which I've got a lot of questions about why Iowa would be playing the last game of the regular season at South Central Louisiana State.
Yeah, I guess Nebraska moved conferences again or something.
Well, they would have been.
Oh, yeah, that would have been
in the Big 12,
Big 12
at the time. And then Bobby, I love it. Water sucks. It really sucks. Water sucks. He blocks the kick, takes it. My wife got the biggest kick of Bobby running because his feet and his legs are just going everywhere. And then, we're going to go to the Boobin Bowl. Slap hands. Takes us to the pep rally, which University of Louisiana, they invade. Vicky Valancourt tries to kill their star linebacker, Meanie, which is a perfect Adam Sandler name for a linebacker. And then that's, guys, when we find out that Bobby wasn't eligible because of what Coach Klein did.
Yep. Had to forge a transcript to get Bobby on the field because obviously as a 31-year-old freshman, it's probably not much of a transcript.
Yeah.
And that don't happen often, 31-year-old freshman.
Yeah, and with the new rules, which we'll get into later, not in this show and other Exports Lives, it won't happen ever again. And so there goes that. And so we're in Coach Klein's office. Bobby thinks he's hated, but then we kind of find out Coach Klein's backstory, which is, the guy on the other side, Coach Red, took his playbook. He was this offensive innovator and took his manhood at the same time. And then Bobby goes, "Well, not only are you going to get your revenge, you're going to get your manhood back." So that leads to Bobby going to take his test. And I love it. Vicky Valancourt, she has that sign. He holds the sign. "You want me to kill them?"
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Got it. He passes the test, but then here comes Mama. She's got to make it all about Mama. Well, actually, before then, Mama finds out, "No, Mama, I like school and I like football because it makes me feel good. And also, Mama, alligators are honored because of the medulla oblongata.
Yeah.
And I kissed Vicky Valancourt and she kissed me back."
He was just going on a roll.
Yeah.
He wanted to go on a roll.
He was trauma dumping on Mama. So then Mama goes to the hospital, and I love, Bobby makes the hospital home, which, by the way, you can't do. You can bring some pictures.
You can't completely,
but
redesign the whole room.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
that's a ton of work. The fans try to rally him, but doesn't happen. But then Mama kind of wakes up and realizes she's ruining. Man, you need a chiropractor.
Yeah, I would say
that was loud. I guarantee you they heard
that was a good one,
man.
And then Mama kind of basically says that Daddy left, went to the Peace Corps, found someone else, and left as Robert, came back as Roberta.
He dehydrated in the Sahara.
yeah, but that wasn't the truth. Yeah. Mama tells him the truth, and then guys, they end up going to the Bourbon Bowl on a fan boat. Don't get there till halftime, which, by the way, they roll into the stadium on a fan boat, which
I feel like would.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. There'd be a lot of people arrested because a
lot of unrealistic things.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Bobby arrives at halftime. They get off this awful start. They're down 24-0. Then here comes the comeback. They go just all this,
Yeah.
so much stuff. You get a fumble return for a touchdown. Then UL tries to do the kneeling. That doesn't work. Then you get some special teams. You get some
Onside
trickery, the onside kick. Then I love the touchdown because he catches it, perfectly smiles back, catches it with one hand, catches it like a rebound in the NBA, and then they win. And that takes us to our final scene where Roberto comes out and, you can do it all night long. Oh, and then Bobby's like, I'm going to go do it. Then here comes Roberto, and then Mama spears Roberto.
Yeah, that.
Real cap to the movie.
Great.
To that scene.
Great cap. So, guys,
Good end to where kind of where Bobby got his spearing from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, we'll get to the coach speak. Tell me some of your favorite quotes from this movie.
Well, it was right when Bobby just started at South Central Louisiana State, and they're hazing him, I guess you could say, and he was setting up the water, and dude tackles him pretty much out of bounds, and I think you zigged when you should have zagged on that play.
Yeah.
I would say I could just go through just all of Mama's lines. No son of mine's ever gonna play foosball, or don't mess with girls because little girls are the devil, or Ben Franklin's the devil.
Everything is the devil to you, Mama.
Yeah, that's one. Mine, but everything was the devil.
Yeah, that's one.
Bobby, you stay away from that Jezebel. She's the devil.
But my favorite interaction in the entire movie, it's Bobby and Mama, and it's when he's got the black eye after the football game, and she goes, "Bobby, did they ever catch that gorilla that busted out of the zoo and punched you in the eye?" And he goes, "No, Mama, the search continues."
The search continues, Mama. What you got, Kate?
And when Bobby said, I had alligators, bunch of teeth, no toothbrush. I can't remember exactly how he said it.
They got all
that's
them
basically
teeth, but no toothbrush.
All them teeth, but no toothbrush. And then when he said, Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Yeah.
Show knows mercy.
Shows no mercy.
Yeah.
And then about the devil one too. That was pretty fun.
Another good one was it was Paco and Walter, the two country guys in the stand. I haven't seen a tackle like that since Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Joe Montana was a quarterback, you idiot. I said Joe Montana.
Which, by the way, Joe Montana was an actual actor who
Yep.
did play college football.
Really?
Yes. So that was kind of like a running joke. I love opening scene. Some high quality H2O.
Of course, then that brings a thought to my mind about when Coach Klein, water sucks.
Yeah.
It really, really sucks.
Yeah, that's one of mine. I love Bobby's running voice. I can't tell you.
So fun.
After this, like how much of this movie we quoted, playing high school football, and even like the little tryouts and camps I would go to when I was thinking about playing college football, we all were quoting this movement. Mama said in college.
I was about to say, I would have hated to be a high school teacher in 1998.
Medulla oblongata. I have never looked at an alligator or a crocodile ever since because of the medulla oblongata. Slap hands. We annoyed every coach we had afterwards. Slap hands. Slap hands. And those two idiots in the stands. All right, boys, we're about to kick some names and take some butts.
Yeah, I would say that's a good one too.
The water sucks. You can do it.
You can do it.
Cut his effing head off.
Yeah.
You can do it all night long.
Oh no,
the
we
only
suck
lines,
again.
the only. Oh no, we suck again. And then just Farmer Fran.
Yeah.
All right, boys, he better done. You know, boo boo Fran. He's skilled. Yeah. And then at the end, you had it up there, Cade, where the reverse for the touchdown, and he's like topless, just pinching his.
Oh yeah.
As the,
shirt
that's
on.
the guy who's the voice of Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
It it might be one of the most quotable sports movies of all time. It's so great.
Too, I don't know if it was at the end or when Mama had that hit. It might have been during that wedding that was taking place. They rode on that
the lawnmower.
The lawnmower.
Yeah.
Bobby says, "Nice hit, Mama," and she says, "Well, thanks, baby. Now go on and have some fun becoming a man now."
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. It was great. I so many ones. Oh, now time for the Monday morning quarterback. Our nitpicks, I guess you could say. would they really pick on the water boy? Like, especially someone who's been there that long. I mean, clearly he's got some social, I guess you would call him autistic now. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anybody, but
I think that's probably the message they were trying to get across.
That wouldn't have happened, especially someone, I know so many people at all these schools, especially colleges that have been around for a long time. They're like legends. You wouldn't be picking on them anywhere.
The managers from Waterboys are like the everyone's favorite guy now.
And, Coach Red's green notebook. Like, I would, Lynn Swan alludes, you got any more magic in that green notebook? And I'm thinking, man, how many features, how many stories someone would have found out that came from Coach Klein at some point.
How was one green notebook enough to get him that level of notoriety without people figuring out that maybe he doesn't really know that much about ball?
Yeah. When the opening scene where he meets Coach Klein and they got the formation up there.
7 offensive linemen and there was 12 guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you caught it right there. But it happened in both SCLSU and the U of L. Why would you spit in your own water?
Yeah,
that hurts you. You think you're picking on
your whole team.
Yeah, you're picking on a 13.
And I know it's a movie. I know it's a sports movie, but with you, sorry, brother. You have some teams that's real teams.
Yeah.
Then you have some teams that's just made up teams. You have some that
we have a Louisiana now, but back then it was a Louisiana Lafayette.
Right.
But like Central Kentucky, I'm guessing, I didn't really look into it, but there has to be a copyright thing going there.
For sure.
You didn't have enough helmets and you're practicing in your game uniforms.
Mm-hmm. Well, and same thing, they didn't have enough cups either. They were trading those between hits too. So
another thing, first game in scene with Vicky Valancourt, doesn't have, on the field, no black eye, but by the time he gets to Vicky Valancourt, it's a giant black eye.
Yeah.
And by the way, the bruise was on the edge of his eye, and then when we get to it's all over.
Yeah.
Would there be a coach at a party?
Well, it was like the whole coaching staff. The former Fran was there too.
Yeah, I've known
and Colonel Sanders
and assistants, but not the actual head coach.
Not on staff. I guess you could say
opposing team coming to the other team's rally.
That would never happen.
You definitely would not find out that Bobby wasn't eligible at the rally. I think you would have found out a long time ago. And by the way, you probably would have found out during the season, second or third game into it. Again, obviously, we alluded to this. You can't have a donkey in a hospital. And then
probably can't keep a donkey. Yeah. I mean, realistically, there's probably no rules against it, but you probably shouldn't have one in your house either.
I brought it up, like, it had to be exhausting for Bobby to, like, nonstop bring everything from his house there. Go play the Bourbon Bowl full steam. Like, I know it was just a half, but there's just no way. And the big one for me, guys. Man, there was a lot of targeting in this movie.
Oh my gosh. It was like every play.
I know that was 98 and that wasn't a thing, even though spearing is a rule. You can't leave with the crown of your helmet. And that's
even after the whistle.
Yeah.
Or after the play was dead.
There was no flags thrown in the
drop kick would have gotten like a multi-game suspension.
Yeah, but a lot of targeting just wasn't called. But guys, your final thoughts here on the movie before we close out the review.
Oh man, it's a fun movie. I'm never gonna not watch The Waterboy. Yeah, it's quotable. Yeah. It's perfect 90s comedy.
Yeah. Well, I think you go with Adam Sandler. Perfect fit. Yeah. Perfect fit. You know what you're going to get right off the bat with the first scene. I think great movie. Especially with sports, especially with football. Yeah. More on the comedy side, the funny side. Yeah. A lot of unrealistic things. Yeah. And I'm more, that might be a reason why I never did really watch it. I was more, I was more of the true story, realistic, serious type movie. That was just me. But man, great movie. A lot of laughs, a lot of one-liners you could take, as well. And I thought the actors did very good job. So
it's one of my all-time favorites, and we got a whole lot more to get to, fellas. Enjoyed another movie review. We'll let you guys know the next one that we do, and we also got some more of our greatest ever coming up as well. So for Caden, Michael, and myself, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Going the distance with local sports.
Off at 1:15.
This is the X Sports Network.
She actually texted me a few minutes ago.